Hi everyone. Well, a little excitement and a couple of hiccups here as we start our Facebook Live tonight. The good news is I got it figured out and we're ready to go. So those of you who have hung in there with me, thank you very much. And hopefully the ones of you who weren't able to, you're able to watch the replay or catch me on YouTube. My name is Lillian Kemp and I'm coming to you from Spruce Grove, Alberta, Canada. And I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator who loves to share my creative ideas with you, and it loves getting yours back. And my little slogan is unlocking your paper crafting um, creativity. I think it is. I'm a little rattled now, but I'll get going here. So let's go down to my desk and get started, and then I've got a question for you as well. What do you do when you have technical difficulties? So what are things you do? Because that's what happened tonight. I went to start my phone for my Facebook Live. And when I pressed the Facebook thing, which I always do, I could not get to here. So I could get to my personal page, but here. So hi everybody, welcome, thank you. So what do you do when you have technical difficulties? One of the things I do is I often contact my friend Marilyn because she's a pro at fixing them. And she's also taught me how to do a little troubleshooting. So one of the things that I do is turn the device off and turn it back on again. And guess what? That's what made it work tonight. But then I couldn't remember how to turn my phone off. That's been so long. So obviously I need to do that more often. So I had to Google how to do that. But once I Googled it, so Google is my friend, and turning it off and turning it on is my great fix for almost anything technical. So what is your fix for technical difficulties? And as you're typing that in, I'm just going to share that to my group, because some people watch it on my group page, and always during the week you will see far more samples and ideas on my group page. So do make sure you hop over there and join it, and I will put the link in the description above this video after I'm done. Tonight I am going to be showing you, actually I'll show it to you from the catalog first. Got to get my head back in the game. So there is this, in the mini catalog, there is this set here. And right away I really liked the trees, but I thought, oh, I don't need it. And then I saw more and more samples with this, with a bundle. And I thought, yeah, maybe I do. And then when Celebration came out with these additional Celebration items and the die, the aspen tree dies was here, they had me. I immediately, because I needed some other stuff, so I ordered the stamp set, I ordered some other things, and then I ordered the aspen tree dies. Now, just a little hint. The aspen tree dies have one code in the catalog, but if you're ordering it as a celebration item, it is a different code. So do pay attention to that if you're planning to take advantage of that. There are a few things. All of these things on this sheet, all of the additions to celebration items, they can be found in our catalogs, but the celebration code is different than the catalog code. So just be aware of that. And so there's my little spiel. So it's on page 46. This, whoops, I want to come back. And you will also see another sample where they show the bundle itself with the dies, and that is on page 76. So that's in the index. I just love how Stampin' Up! Does their indexes now. Lots of times I find things in the index that I missed in the catalog. So I often just actually peruse the index. So here's another sample here. So you can see this is a bundle that covers all occasions and many, 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 many seasons. So here are the stamps. Beautiful words, beautiful fonts. I love the mix here. And you could stamp this in a lighter color and put this over top, or you could use it with the dies. Now, the dies, there are actually, just get them out here, 6 dies, but they're pretty hefty and impressive dies. Look at the veins on these leaves. To me, it's worth it for the leaves alone, let alone all the other gorgeous stuff here. So let me just bring in my little template sheet here. So the only die that matches a stamp is the bird, but everything else could stand alone. So that's what I wanted to show you. Sorry, I got sidetracked by looking at your comments. I shouldn't do that. But look at the leaves. Aren't they gorgeous? All the detail on that. And then these even have detail on that. So we're just going to have some fun playing with this tonight. So let's put that to the side. I'll likely lose it when I need it the next time. And we're going to bring in our card pieces. And I'm not sure why I've got some of this stuff here. So where are my card pieces? Here we are. So we're starting with early espresso, but you can use any you want, but I'm going to start with early espresso. That's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So we're doing a basic card front here. So just like that, we'll do that. We'll remove these, and we're going to put this to the side. Then we're going to bring in a piece of basic white that is 4 by 5 1/4. So it's just 1/4 of an inch smaller. And we're going to do some die cutting with this. So I'll just put that to the side. Then I'm going to bring in a piece of that silver and gold celebration paper. It's beautiful paper, 6 by 6. So they're the dots, they're also the stripes, they're the little lines, I guess I should say. And they have it in silver and they have it in gold. So if you'll notice my measurement here, it's a smidge less than 4 by 5 1/4. So let me just show you what I meant by that. Because I want it to layer underneath this one, I'll put it on top, but I didn't want it to overhang. What I did is I cut it 4 by 5 1/4. Then I put it in my trimmer, and I'm seeing I could do a little bit more. And I started at 4 and backed it up just a smidge, and then I cut a little piece off, and I did the same at 5 1/4, backed it up a little smidge. I wanted to, there we go, and cut that off so that it is nearly 4 by 5 1/4, but not quite. So that is going to actually go underneath. You'll see in a minute what I mean by that. Then I need another scrap of basic white, and then I'm going to bring in the brushed metallic. Now the brushed metallic are also on for celebration. You can get these wonderful foil papers for free with I think it's a $60 order. Let me just double check. Yes, it's a $60 order. So we're going to use these, and we're going to incorporate them into the card. So like that. All right. So just a little side trip. Here are these foils are also available during celebration, and those are the silver foils. So let me just show them to you while we're here. So again, there are 3 different tones of silver. They're hard to see because they catch the light, but you can see there's your sort of your true silver, kind of almost a purpley silver, and then almost gray black silver, so much deeper. So lots of things to do. So if you like those specialty papers, it's a good way to get them. So let's see. Now we're going to bring in the die. And we're going to use this big die here. And I do have it cut out for you, but I want to show you how easily it cuts. It is a gem. So we're going to just take this 4 by 5 1/4 piece of basic white. We're going to take our platform. So number 1, we're going to take number 2, and then one of our clear plates. This is my clear plate that isn't so clear. I just ordered some more today because it's just needing to be replaced. And then we're going to bring our paper and our die. So the die, let me just move this over a bit. The die just fits the 4 by 5 1/4. So you just kind of center it to the best you can. Like that. And then we're going to put another clear plate on top. And just run it through. Now you can go forward and back. I find that it really doesn't need it. Often with intricate dies, that's an advisable step to do, but you don't need to do that with this, at least not on mine. Now remember, every die cutting machine has different pressure, and so you might find with yours that it works better that way. So, and then it just kind of falls out, just like that. Looks like you've spent tons of time working on it, and you've got this gorgeous shape there. So let me put this to the side. And what can you do with that? Well, you could first of all cut it out of any color you wanted, and you can use it as is. You could sponge over top, right? That kind of thing. You could emboss on this one. I don't know if you can see. And this one shows better. I embossed with the timber embossing folder, and so we've got that kind of look. And what would look good underneath? Well, almost anything looks good underneath, but let's try a few things just for fun. There's the Rings of Love. Rings of Love? Yeah, Rings of Love designer paper in celebration, and look what happens when you put this over, or when you put that over. So those are two totally different looks. This kind of just pops everything, I think. Or you could bring in some Christmas paper and go like that. Or you could bring in, and these two are, this one and this one are from the Boughs of Holly, and you can make it like that. Isn't that neat? Or, got to switch it around this way. Or you could emboss some paper and put it behind. Can you see? You can just go on forever. Or you could put some dramatic paper behind it. Or you could, I just got this, so this is the, what's the name of it again? Snowflake Specialty Vellum. So just imagine if you put that behind, or that behind it, or then we've got the flocked. So you can put basically anything you want behind this, and it just changes the look of it. It's just so much fun. So tonight I'm going to take you, and we're going to put this behind it. So I've already embossed this, so I'm going to use this. But white on white is stunning, but what if we dressed it up just a little bit? So let's bring in some scrap paper like this, and on this paper here, let's do a little sponging. So let's make it more a fall card. So we'll bring in some crushed curry in my blending brush and just tap the excess off, and then start in the middle. I likely should do it as do you know what? I likely should have started yellow at the bottom, right? Oh well, I didn't. And we will just add some crushed curry. Then we're going to add some Cajun craze. What I was thinking was fall colors, but I should have thought of sunset colors, but it'll work. You'll still get the idea. like that. So that's Cajun Craze. And then I'm going to bring in a little Mary Merlot. And I can keep building these colors up till they're as intense as I want them to be. So this is actually so fun to do. I could just do this for a long, long time. So I'll throw a little Mary Merlot down here too. And what I tend to like to do when I'm done is kind of swish the colors all around, but come back with my lightest color, in this case the yellow, and just add it over top. And it just adds, I don't know, it adds some warmth, and it sort of helps to blend the colors. Whoops, and you shouldn't be bending your paper, but anyway, there we go. So we've got some pretty colors on there. Let's see, will that look good? I think so. So now before I do anything with this, because the gold is like embossed, it needs to take the excess ink off, and it'll help it pop. So I'm just bringing in a tissue and rubbing the excess ink off. My goodness, I'm going to have an antique piece of paper here before I'm done at this rate. And here we go. We'll close these up. So those colors were Cajun Craze, Crushed Curry, and Mary Merlot. Just like that. Now we're going to bring this in here. And let's see, do we like this color combo? I think I do. Now I could bring this one in. Ooh, look at that. It doesn't go so well with the early espresso. I better stick with my original plan. So now what I could do, there are two things I can do here. I can glue these two together, or I can put this one on dimensionals. I'm going to show you one where I glued the two together. So I'll do this one on dimensionals. When you put this on dimensionals, you are going to then have to be careful when you put your embellishments and things on, because it's raised and then it's got de-dimensionalized areas too, recessed areas. So I'll explain that when I'm going to do it. So I'm going to start with my large dimensionals in the corners, and then I'm bringing in my mini dimensionals. Of course, you could always cut your dimensionals in half. And this die is nice. It's got nice big areas that fit. So I'm just going to scatter mini dimensionals now, and because it's a little bit flimsy in there, I'm going to be generous so that there's lots of support. So let's see, where am I at? There we go. I'm going to, and then when I'm finished, one of the things I always do is, I'm being a little carried away with my dimensionals, is pick it up, and I'm going to put one more down here. There we go. And take a look from this side and make sure no dimensionals are showing, and they're not. So we'll bring in my take your pick tool, take the backings off of these, and now we'll take the backings off of these little ones. Oops, I already took that backing off. It doesn't need to come off again. There we go. And just in case, I'll put my silicone mat down, and I'm going to just make sure that there's no bare spots, so I'm not having a little peekaboo there. This is a little more challenging when you're on camera. I might have got carried away trimming off there. There we go. So now it is looking like that. It might not look pretty on the back, but nobody knows. Now I'm going to put adhesive here and just fasten it to my card front. Just about overhanging. I could have trimmed. Actually, I think that's going to bug me. What I'm going to do is just do a little bit of a trim right there. a really sloppy trim. And I need to do a little bit more. This is my night for winging it, I see. A little more than usual. There we go. Okay, nobody's going to see that, so it doesn't matter. And we're going to put it down on top of the card here. And we have got it like that. So all we need now, really, in my books, is a sentiment. So, but no, we need a little bit more, right? I pre-cut some leaves from the brushed metallic, and I think they would look great on here. What do you think? Do you agree? Like that. And then I am in need of a lot of sympathy cards this summer. For some reason, it's just been one of those summers. And so I am going to bring in Bamboo Beauty and Sending Caring Thoughts. I love this sentiment on here. So I've got it on my block, and I'm going to stamp it on that scrap piece. I'm going to bring in my embossing kit. I just love this kit. And use my embossing buddy first. Then I'm going to bring in my Versamark. So this is a water-based ink. This is a very, very old pad. They come white, but I just keep putting more ink on it and it keeps working and we're all happy. So there we go. We've stamped it in Versamark. So you can't see it right now, but when you bring in your embossing powder and just sprinkle it on, it sticks to where you stamped, just like that. And then we're going to heat that, and that will heat those little particles of gold, and they're going to be shiny and raised. So these tweezers are worth their weight in gold, so to speak. And I just love them. They're so strong. Really hang on to those little pieces. Now, pretty soon, you're going to see those letters starting to change. Can you see them starting to change? They don't look powdery anymore. They are now nice and shiny and raised. And just like that, we have a pretty elegant sentiment. And then I'm going to bring in a circle from the Stylish Shapes. And I played around, but what I do when I'm trying to choose is I hold it over and see if it fits. And I cut it out with that, and I cut it ahead of time for you so that we would have it. So here we have it right here. So we'll tuck this away, and let's finish off our card. So now we need to do just a little leaf arranging. And let's see, and if this goes here, I am all twisted around tonight, let me tell you. Okay, I'm going to put this going that way, that going that way, and this coming down. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So this one I'm just going to glue down. Now, remember, these are raised now. If they were flat, it would not be an issue. You could just do that. But these are raised, so I'm going to put just a dot of glue on the raised part and stick my leaf down like that. Now this one, I'm just trying to think this through because, as I said, I did the other one a different way. I think I will not put it on dimensionals. I'm just going to do the same thing. And you can see that I'm holding the leaf, figuring out where it's going to go, and then putting it on the white pieces here. Whoops! And then not stick it to my finger. That would be the best thing. So there we go. Just hold that down. And then we've got this one. And I'm going to have it going down this way. So here, here, and a bit of glue there. So we've got it like that. Now, if you can see this leaf is lifting a bit. I could put a dimensional where the sponged area is. And if it is still lifting in a minute, that's what I'm going to do. So I will have two kinds of, well, why don't I do it just so you can see it happening? Where's my dimensionals? Here they are. I'm going to peel off the backing so it's sticky on both sides. Just gently pick it up and stick one under there, and there it's really stuck now. So there's a way of fixing that. And this is going to go here, but why don't we bring in the Simply Elegant trim, and we're going to bring in the gold this time. And we'll just add a little bit of fluffiness behind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my seal and just put a bit on the back so that it's sticky. And that way I can stick my cord into it and all will be good. So I'm going back and forth. So basically it looks like a bow, but it's not tied. So let me see, would that be about right? I'm going to stick it into that sticky stuff, that seal, and see, there we go. I think that will be just fine. Now you can see that it's starting to lift a little bit, but I'm going to put dimensionals on there and it will hold it even more. So there, we've got it like that. Bring our dimensionals in. Okay, I got to think this one through too. Okay, I'm going to put one here and one here. I really like how this is coming together though. Just like that. Ooh, I like that a lot. And let me just bring in another new product that I am loving. It's called Festive Pearls. And when you get it, it has red, soft succulent, silver, and gold. And they're really shiny and they're tiny. So they're perfect for all kinds of cards. So let's bring in a gold one. And I think I'm just going to put it, yeah, I'll put it right up here. It kind of goes with the dots on the paper. And there you have it. Now, when I was experimenting ahead of time, because my original card, I did not do the sponging in the background, and I wanted to try the sponging, but I was nervous to do it without trying it ahead of time. So remember, this was 6x6 paper, so I had this left over, and I had another little piece left over from down here. So I took that piece and practiced my sponging on it. So I had a sponged piece, and so I stuck it on here, and this will be my inside of my card. So just like that, I have a card, a sympathy card, all set to go. And I hope you like that. Now you can see these leaves would make perfect cards without this background too. You could do all kinds of things with these leaves as well. And you can be guaranteed I will be playing with those leaves some more. But so there is that one. Here is the one I made when I was getting ready for tonight. And here it is in the silvers. So those foils, so the foils, the dies, this silver and gold paper, all such gorgeous things that you can have for free. So just same card, different look. So I think you're kind of going to like this die, if nothing else. So I have been doing some more things with it. And then, of course, I got a couple of swaps. So I know I've shown you the swaps before, but they fit with this theme so well. I had to bring them back. So this one is one that I've been playing with. So this one is Christmas. This one is Thank You. This is Sympathy. So you can do everything with this set. And then remember, I got this one in a swap, and she's stamped in the background. And used the little branch and the bird. So just absolutely gorgeous there. And then this one, I see Karen on here tonight. This is one Karen made that just made me happy when I got it. So it's just a fun fold, and you can do your writing on the back. I've just got my instructions on the back, but you can see that you can do your writing on the back. So you can see that this bundle, whether you get the stamp or not, but this bundle does all kinds of occasions. It's one of the most versatile ones in there, I think. So I just wanted to share that with you and hope that inspires you and gives you some ideas. Now, just before I close up tonight, I forgot to say who won last week's card. So last week, remember, whenever someone leaves a comment, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook or my group, your name gets put in a draw for the card. So this card will be being drawn for. And Bobby Silva, if you would message me with your address, I'll pop this into the mail for you. This was last week's card. So there's that. And, well, I got a couple of more things out of the catalog. Do you want to see them? I'm just going to share them. So I got this paper here, which I already showed you. That's a vellum paper. I got what's called the Glimmer Specialty Paper. So this is from the mini catalog again. So there's a vanilla, there's, I think it's evening evergreen. They're so new, I don't really know. So I'll just say vanilla green and gold, 12 by 12 sheets. And Stampin' Up! Just does a gorgeous job of their glimmer paper now. And then there are 6 by 6 sheets in the real red and the white. See, I haven't even got these open. There we go. So there's the real red and there's the white. Just can't you see Christmas, Valentine's, all girls' birthday, wedding, all kinds of things with those. And then I have one more thing that I want to share with you. I had hummed and hawed about the Charming Landscapes embossing folders. So they are the skinny ones, so they come to a package. So there's one with mountains and snowflakes, it looks like in the background. And there's one that sort of looks like a little village with hills and again, snowflakes. And I'm actually really, really loving these. So let me just show you. Here is the house one from the silver foil. One of the darker colors. Look at that. Look at the detail. Isn't that neat? Love the little candy cane there. And then the other one, here's the mountain one. So again, from the silver foil paper. So I just wanted to share some of those. So thank you so much for hanging in there with me tonight and bearing with me as we went through the technical glitches. Have some fun with this design of card. This is a fabulous bundle. I think you will really enjoy it. Remember, if you don't have the Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd be glad to help you, and you can contact me, either message me, or you can go through my website. And if you're ordering from my online store, this is the hostess code right now. So thank you everyone for joining me. Take care. Bye-bye.